Rolaids, relief of lactic acid in digestive system. Works out pretty good. Numeric value in the single digits, 38. Numeric value in the double digits in the 10 area, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 and 8, 11. 1 and 1 is 2. 4 and 2. What does 4 and 2 mean? We have it in the house. What is the house? The planet and the house. What is the planet? What is the house? Where is the relief in your digestive system? We have the 19 and we have the 9. Two different areas. When you say 0 and 9, all 9 on a cube versus a card. You ever see a cube versus a card? Right? In a card, right? The center of the 9 is over here, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can see where the dots are. They're on this line that's in between. What does that mean? It's all to be discussed. That's the way I do things. I want to discuss, and I'm just breaking things down. And then I go Rolaids, Olaids, Laids, Aids, Ids, DS, and then S. I like to break it down this way and then break it down this way. In the French language, when they do that, they call it aigu and grave. And when they're together, they go the circumflex. Now, where is this circumflex located in the French language or in other languages? But right now I want to work one language at a time. What does it mean to circumflex? There's the upper circumflex and then there's the lower circumflex, okay, which is a V. The other thing I want to talk about is X versus the plus sign. Are they exactly the same per angle? If I took that angle and did it this way and took this angle, you'll notice that there's a greater length and distance with this one than this one. But if you're doing this without any lines, you will more often than not see something like this as X marks the spot, right? And what is this angle? Not only what is this angle, this is it what's the greater distance between this two? This can also be noted as your plus sign, and you'd have to be looking at it like tilting the phone to actually see the real plus sign. How can I explain it? If I tilt the phone this way, how is your X going to be more bent? Anyways, here's your 90-degree angle, but there is no 90-degree angle. What angle is this? 23.5? And that also has a meaning, that 23.5. I'm going to jump off the subject. You have 11 o'clock and 23 minutes. 2 and 5 equaling to Earth. And the split as the 21st letter is your Y. That will be your split. -1 plus 1. That's your Earth. -1 plus 1. And if you plus 1, you go from here to here plus 1. You go from here to here -1. But you see, because of this angle, it's more than 1. It's 1 plus something else, unless you're coming from the center circle, which goes and is accumulated in each area. You follow what I'm saying? The size of this circle is in each area. Or should we be doing Y on this angle? Sorry, I shouldn't have done it that way. Y on this angle, giving us a true 45-degree angle. This is also a 45-degree angle, but I'm trying to figure out how to explain this one versus this one, in which here is your center. In order to do it, we have to have a center 8 here, this way. Here, we do not have it. We end up with this reality over here. And this is, I forget where from Asia, what does this mean, what this signifies in artwork. Do you follow what I'm saying? We have this, where I cannot get this in between, or I have it sideways. Well, mind you, if I did it the same way, yeah, I would get the in-between. I'd get the in-between here this way, right? Or I'd get the in-between here this way in my Y. So what would these two be saying? Two different structures. I have to think about this. If this was 23:11, this would be 5 and 2, right? Correct? Here, it's also 2 and 5. The difference with this one is the 23rd hour is 11. We can now go 22 is the 11th hour for life. Here I can't change it. So 22 for life, life on earth in your heart. It is also the key, because the K is the 11th letter. The 5th letter is the E, and the 25th letter is the Y. And that's your key. So we're going to get back to Rolaids, 7 and 8, gateway to the heavens, G and H, also is silent and can be used as the letter F. Letter F is funny. I like the 26 for the numeric of God. When you multiply it, it becomes 16 and 10. When you minus the 10, okay, it becomes 06. When you add it, it becomes 26, sorry. The number is 28. Cycle in the moon does this over here. 8 by 2, 16. 1 plus 6 equals to 7. It becomes 7 and 1. When that's 7 and 1, all zeros equal to 6, it will now say 77, which is saying Christ. But the result on this first number over here is saying God, dog. So I'm using always the basic relationships just for now until we open this up. I always like to look at digestive as ingestive and what can you take in. Releif, the letter is 55. Did I get that right? 18, 23, 33, 35, 40, 49, and 655. So that's liberty in the cube of the sun of the gateway of the BC creation. This one over here, I would add to a single digit to better understand it, but I know it's the half-life of both sides because I got 2 zeros in it. The 8 also can be reflected as 2 sides, but this is not the 8. I like to look at it as rotation. All zeros equal 6 would be 616, and this would recreate your freedom because of the multiplication of 1 times 6, 1 plus 6 will be 7 and 6. 7 times 6, 7 plus 6. 7 times 6, 7 plus 6 equals 42 and 13. And 42 minus 13 is your 29. And this 29 is created from number 14. 1 times 4, 1 plus 4 is 5 and 4. 5 times 4 is 20. 5 plus 4 is 9 equals to your 29. So all numbers come to relationships. Here's your Rolaids. The last part I was going to do is your 6, which is your dividing number between your energy and your gateway. 516, 273, 753. This is passing through the energy of the moon, 753. That's what this sets up. 1 and 4 equals to your DNA of the sun. And 5 and G is your GE passage of the moon. Here we have the U letter, or the cube, and the cycle of the energy and of the cat. And notice we see the black cat on electrical powers, right? So I like to separate 5 and 7, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 4 times 5, 5 times 5, Earth. Then we have creation. Then on this side, we have electric company, 35 over here. We've had 35 over here. So when does 5 meet 7? 5 meets 7 over 35. Range 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Range 7. Range 1, 2, 3, 4, range 5. 57, moon. The reverse is 51, Mars. The reverse alphabet to Mars is Heinz, 57. And then there's the numbers in between 15 and 24, between 21 and 24, between 20 and 30, between 28 and 29. Here becomes your birth through the sun. Between 36 and 35 becomes 35.5. This is your creation of your freedom gateway, which comes from the half-life. Why do I say this? Because of the numeric value of 55 and how it's created, where we get that number from. Between 42 and 42, this is zone 0. Between 30 and 36, it'd be, if I get this right, is it 36, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Let me go 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38. So what is the halfway point here? 36.5. Add 6.5 minus 6.5. Add 6 minus 6. Is that what it is? Is it 36? And that's the female. If it was 36 is the female, or it's the energy. I'm just trying to understand it myself. And the last one is 49. And this one is Christ, go, green, energy creation. What does it all mean? All has to be discussed because all of this goes a little bit deeper and a little bit further. When you're crisscrossing Rolaids, it's telling you about the spirit and the cycle, about the energy and blue. It's telling you about matrix, which will lead you over to the red sun because of what numbers do. This will be 40 and 13 minus 13 equals 253 and 27, and 40 and 13, 53, 40 minus 13, 5 by 8, 40. And these two numbers are exactly the same. 5 times 3, 15, 2 times 7, 14. 3 plus 5, 8, 2 plus 7, 9. Total is 23. It's absolutely perfect. And this is the silver matrix. And now both sides of multiplication, addition, subtraction, and addition all meet up in the same area. 29 is your birth to the high heavens. 89, which creates your gateway. 1 and 7 and 2 and 7. So I'm not sure if you can completely understand where I'm going with this. All I'm really showing is the relationships of numbers. I'm not really doing anything more. We're just connecting numbers, etc., etc. There was one other piece in here. Let me see.